or the cultural blah 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 desk. That lady is late. She's on her way, and she's been sharing cocks, so that's why she's late.
Well,
something about on her knees doing the dirty.
No, this is actually a woman here who actually dovetails into a woman we talked about at the end of last year by the name of Helen.
Ooh.
Her name is Helen.
How in the hell is Helen doing?
Yes,
we haven't talked about her.
Yes,
in too
this
long.
is this is why this is.
Hope she's doing well.
Ripped from the headlines today.
Double H, baby.
We are going to talk about something that is of high importance. When Tommy, when you listen to the show and when you ask, what do we really talk about? When your friends ask, we talk about a subject that we coined rack shaming. Rack shaming. That is where an individual, a woman, feels inferior, inadequate, or perhaps maybe just does not have the confidence that she should because her breasts are too large. They're too large. So the other ones around her, because they are not large like she is, they denigrate her. They shame her. Okay? This is why it's called rack shaming. Because she's so big and they're not, the other ones gang up to shame her. It's very cruel.
Really?
It's very, very cruel. Yes. This woman had double H breasts in England. Very well proportionate woman. 5'7".
With double H breasts?
5'7", 120 pounds, double H breasts. Very well proportioned. And was shamed so much by smaller breasted women that she developed a complex and cannot even stand the sight of her massive melons.
Had to take the social
media.
Not to mention walking around town and having random guys.
This is nice she's like, I'm so tired of guys just yelling that in the streets.
Question: due to the fact that Tommy is a first-time sit-in on the show here, I have a question for you. Have you ever once yelled, "Hey, nice tits"? Just randomly?
Just randomly?
Yeah, well, I mean, have you ever in your life yelled that at a woman? I suppose a man could get a nice
to degrade a man, I think I've done it, but not to a woman.
Okay. To another man? Oh, boy.
Okay. Nice. I like it. Send her sideways.
Awesome.
I like it.
Well, this is what happens. Anyways, this woman with the large breasts had no choice but to resort to crowdfunding to get a breast reduction surgery. What? Yes, she actually went to GoFundMe for people to fund her breast reduction surgery. You're right. Well, guess what? This is a tale of it all gone wrong. A woman looking for perfect boobs was left deformed after spending $31,000 on the surgery.
Was it a guy surgeon or a girl surgeon? Guy surgeon
we don't know.
Do that.
Her name is Jayla Civic. She was 21 years old from London. She has needed 4 additional surgeries after her initial procedure in 2018 in Istanbul, Turkey, went awry. The total cost of her botched boob jobs is now more than 31,000 Canadian dollars, which is roughly about 27,000 US dollars.
Question: this story comes out of Turkey. Why is it Canadian dollars? I mean, I don't understand the exchange rate. Is that what Turkey's doing now? If you want a shitty boob job. Yeah. We're going to need Canadian dollars.
Well, first off, you have to be from London where they take pounds to go to Turkey where they take lira in order to spend Canadian dollars.
The story sounds suspect.
Yeah, I mean, how could anything go wrong in that equation? When she's done, she's not done undergoing more surgeries. And in fact, she is still unhappy with her breasts to the point where she has been prescribed antidepressants. Can you believe this, Tommy? Yikes. Quote, I am desperate for them to look good, like I originally had planned, but surgeons in the UK do not want to damage their reputation by touching me. My scars are horrendous, my nipples are out of place, and they look disproportionate. She further goes on to say, I want to look my very best, and surgery is a risk I'm willing to take. Even now, after this horrific ordeal, I am not willing to part with the implants. 6 months later, after a hole formed in her right breast and doctors discovered a capsular contracture, she returned to the clinic to have another procedure. This time, she was left with one breast that was bigger than the other.
Aww,
This is
this
getting terrible.
That's horrible.
Quote, I look like a monster. My right breast is a full double D, and the other is just but a B.
Yikes. It kind of missed the mark on that one, huh?
I mean, oh, man.
That's
Yikes.
ridiculous.
What side was the
What
kid
kind of
breastfeeding
surgeon would
on?
do that?
Sounds like a
I
credible,
can't see a guy doing that.
credible office she went to. I mean, that's a simple mistake, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
want a double D, so what? The other one's a B?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of happens in nature anyways. Naturally.
Can't she split them in half and then she'll get just...
It
like,
averages
C's
to
or whatever?
two really well
There
proportionate 38 C's.
There you go. I'm
mean-
thinking Taylor's on to something
Yeah.
here. Let's go ahead and split the difference
Right,
and call it good.
right.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an option, but it sounds like it's not. She's kind of far past that.
And now, before we leave, we're going to tease the sports world one more time. You were saying that somebody had been retired from a long career in sports. Gerbal, could you elaborate on that, please?
Well, just a quick shout out. Eli Manning is announced his official retirement, headed potentially for the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
It's a sad day in the NFL. The Mannings are done. I mean, unless I don't know how they've reproduced. Maybe in 15 years we'll see another Manning. I'm not sure. You know, maybe Archie Jr. or something along those lines. But either way, right off into the sunset, and it's going to be a strange day without a Manning playing, right? I mean, that is never been the hugest Eli fan or a Manning fan, but at the same time, it does seem strange.
Well, you don't really have to be a football fan to understand that you've had a family that for 20 years now has been in the football business. These two brothers, 4 Super Bowl victories between both of them. I mean, it doesn't matter if you like him or if you didn't like him or the teams that they are on or whatnot. I mean, 20 years, 4 Super Bowl victories between both of these guys. And that era is now over. I mean, somewhat impressive, decently impressive, not impressive. How would you factor that in?
I want to say it's massively impressive. I mean, their pops has got to be a little, very proud, yet a little fucking taken back by it due to the fact, that your boys outdid you. But question, maybe we can go round table with this. I mean, I think Peyton's obviously in. Do you think both of them get into the Hall of Fame? Will they be wearing a yellow jacket here in the next few years?
I think yes. They both have 2 Super Bowl victories apiece,
Yeah.
right, Tommy? Is that
Right.
how that works? I think so. You think so too?
No. Will
Is
they
there-
both get in on the same day?
Oh, on the same day. Well, why
Well,
not?
they're 2 years apart as far as eligibility.
Yeah.
So,
First time, maybe?
question.
First
who's
time ballot?
The better of the two. Well, I mean, Peyton's got to be first time. I mean,
Sure.
I think that's kind of just a no-brainer. Eli maybe as well. I mean, I don't think his record's not quite as impressive as Peyton's, but I mean, rings do matter. So, but I would have to agree they both absolutely get in. Sad day in football, though. Time to move it along.
Yeah, no, an
Time
era's
to get
over.
to breeding.
Yeah.
We need more Mannings. I mean, you look at it from Archie to Peyton to Eli. The better part of the last 40 years have seen a Manning slinging the rock somewhere.
Yeah.
That's very
You know, sad day for football.
I see.
Oh, so we're not going to get our challenge matchup, our Super Bowl matchup? Tom Brady versus Eli Manning.
Ooh. I do
Well,
believe we've
fucking
already
did.
seen that. That was
we
if it
had
was
that
not for
one.
David Tyree, we probably wouldn't even be talking about Eli in this context, right?
Yes.
If it was not for Eli defeating the undefeated Patriots that year,
Yes.
which had ramifications far beyond. I mean, maybe Junior Seau was still with us,
Yeah.
if not for this miraculous catch.
I've often
for
said
this
that. I've
run.
often said that too. That if Junior Seau and the Patriots team had won that Super Bowl, or had that guy not caught that ball with the use of his head,
Yeah.
I think.
4th and 25.
Yeah,
or whatever
I
it was.
really think that Junior Seau does not kill himself. I think he rides off into the sunset, a Super Bowl champion.
He could maybe work through his.
He'd be an announcer right now. He'd be announcing games. He'd be doing the post game or pre game shows, but he would certainly not be where he is now.
Wouldn't have shot himself in the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
rough.
that is it would be a better day. I believe.
I think so. And with that, now we are at the end
Okay.
of
Shit, that
another
went fast.
Bobby
was
Dick
quick.
Gerbal
We
and
do
Friends
need to
show.
get over in line so we can get your shoes registered. I mean, it's
Yes.
about go time.
It is.
That I think you got to polish off like 5 more beers before we're actually able to start throwing.
I think so too.
We got some shit to do.
And with that, we are now at the end of the Bobby Dick Gerbal and Friends show. Want to thank our guest, Tommy Dix. Tommy, thank you for coming in today. Oh, your fans like you too. See, look, our fans like him. So,
Right? No gunfire.
yeah.
You did well.
Yeah, exactly. Gerbal, thanks for showing up. Until we meet again, you know what to say. At least I hope you do.
Dicks
Dicks
out.
out.